This is a video tour for 904 Congressional. I am currently standing in the front yard, and I would say you can definitely hear some road noise from the front of the house as I'm standing here. So, quick view of the front of the house. You can see they've got a camera set up here in the front and here facing the door. Here by the front of the house, you've got quite a bit of settling that's happened in this walkway, and I think a lot of that has to do with water redirection. You can see that this whole area, like, you've got pretty large sections of this cement just completely exposed, and they've just thrown like these bags of mulch on top of it, but that's not really going to stop there from being water issues, because right now this gutter is dumping out right in the middle of this and basically just creating a pool of water that is sitting next to the foundation and causing this cracking here. So I would definitely say this needs to be regraded, and that water needs to be redirected so that it's not sitting right on this foundation space. You can definitely see they've had some dig out areas that they've had to do, and again, just a lot of wash away here. I think grading really needs to be worked on the front part of the property. So coming around to the side, you can see there's a retaining wall here that goes around the property. So the retaining wall seems to be holding on relatively well. Coming around the side of the house here, you have a brick facade front and a press board siding here in the back. It doesn't look like there are any major sections of rot. I can see a couple areas that look just a little soft maybe, but hard to tell from the ground. You are fenced in here in the back, but we're gonna go around to the front and walk through the house to see the rest of that. You can see here, you've had some issues with this retaining wall and with the water dumping out right here. Ooh. Okay, so headed towards the front of the house, 3D composition roof, and it looks pretty good. By the top of the chimney here, right along the edge line, you can see there's definitely a little bit of water damage there right by the roof line, but that's pretty commonplace for water to hit that siding and just cause a little bit of rot, so not a big deal there. Okay, so stepping inside the property now, and you walk into the living room space, and carpet here in the living room looks brand new. It is gray carpet, and then you've got a marble tile that's tan and white and gray speckled when you come in. You can see this is an actual wood burning fireplace. This is the original tile work that would have been around the fireplace here. And then here is just another view of the living room. So vaulted ceilings in here, popcorn texture on the ceilings. You can see you've got this little bench area in front of the front window, and this is also a piece of granite here. So it's shiny and looks clean, but it would be kind of cold to sit next to. Okay, so going directly forward, and we are going to be walking into the kitchen space. So you can see tons of cabinets in this kitchen space. So turning to my left is going to send us into the kitchen. If I were to turn to my right, it sends us into a bedroom, bathroom, garage space area. So let's go ahead and just do the kitchen first. So turning to my left, and you can see you have floor to ceiling cabinets here. They look really nice. The cabinets look really nice. Granite countertops. Got a Lazy Susan in this corner, so these shelves spin. Okay, so here is what would be considered the dining room space. You can see the light fixture hanging over where the table would be, and another little wedge bench here by this window that is facing the neighbor here. So walking out into the back, and there is a pretty large deck on the back of this property. So you can see that it is a prefabricated sort of board setting here, and some of the pieces are starting to pop out. You know, it's a plastic based sort of tongue and groove kind of construction on this deck, and I love this sort of material because it holds up really well to the weather, but you still have to take care of it, and they have some boards that are just bounced up in a lot of places, so I feel like there are definitely some trip hazards here, and the deck just needs a little bit of love. Looking at the back of the house, it all looks pretty good. Again, the roof looks like it's aged well, plenty of life left in it. I can see it's all pretty even, the skylight up there. Looking into the backyard on this property, it gets a bit messy. This is where it gets messy. As you can see, there is quite a bit of backyard work that needs to be done, and they've kind of capped around the deck here with these plastic pieces that are coming apart, but just coming underneath here so you can see what I mean with the why it gets messy. So under the deck here, they've just kind of thrown some construction sorts of materials. This deck is built directly into the ground here. You can see all of these posts are touching the ground directly. So while none of them look like they are rotted out at this point, they are going to rot quicker because they are directly into the ground there. And so something to just keep an eye on. I can see a place where this support is not really doing a whole lot. I mean, see that gap underneath this main support on this deck? So continuing to walk underneath it, and you've got this support here, but I'm not feeling excessively confident on that. But then here is the other side of this main support. So again, that beam's not even touching. So it's like this whole deck, aside from being supported on this outer line, is really only supported by this middle board right here and the house itself. So I would definitely like to see a little bit more support underneath the deck. The backyard is a pretty good space, but there is so much tree cover here when it's all leafed out that it's very clear that it would be kind of hard to keep grass here. Lots of leaves that have fallen, and just like limb debris in the backyard right now. But the deck is a really good size. It just clearly needs some love, needs some more support, and just really tightening it up. Okay. So, going back inside the house now. Whew, so chilly today. Okay, so back inside the house, and I am sniffling because it's cold, not because there's any sort of smell in the house. The house smells clean as I'm walking around. Okay, so coming back through the kitchen, and now we are headed to the other bedrooms and bathrooms on this main floor. So bedroom number 1, turning to my right, is right next to the kitchen. So same new carpet in this bedroom. The walls of this house are painted tan. The carpet choice they put in was like a gray. And then all of the trim in the house is a sort of off-white. So the thing I would say is it does feel a little bit hodgepodgey, kind of like it's pieced together. You can see like the 3 types of flooring here. And so they've definitely updated, you know, things as they needed to. And not all of it is super congruent. Okay, so stepping into the bathroom. So this is bathroom number 1. This is on the main level, shared by these 2 bedrooms. And this is a Corian sink. And you've got a bathtub shower insert here in this bathroom. And this bathroom has a door from the hallway and from bedroom number 2. So this is bedroom number 2 on the main level, and it is bigger than bedroom number 1. It also has a bigger closet than bedroom number 1. Okay, so just for reference again, bedroom number 1 just had a very standard sort of closet space. Okay, so before we head upstairs, quick little peek at the garage. So I'm having trouble finding a light switch in here. Okay. There it is. Okay, so step down into the garage and you can see that they've got plenty of shelving built up in here and access to the attic. Looks pretty good. Okay, so back inside the house, as I am walking around, I'm not seeing any major settling cracks in the walls. There are definitely a couple places here in between the tile where things like grout, like the corner here of this tile started to crack, and like this tile is a little loose and kind of pushed up. You can hear it sounds a little hollow as opposed to that, and it's because it's pushed up from the ground here. So there's definitely been a little bit of settling and a little bit of movement in the house, which has shown up a little bit in the grout in the tile. Again, here's another space where you can just tell that it's a little bit pushed up. Okay, so now headed upstairs. And upstairs, we're gonna see 2 more bedrooms and a bathroom. So again, brand new carpet going up the stairs. And we're gonna immediately turn to my right and go into bedroom number 3. Bedroom number 3 has his and hers closets and a vaulted ceiling. Same tan paint throughout the house as in this bedroom. And then here is the closet, which it actually is divided. So you have closet here and closet here, okay? So quick shot of the room from the corner. Looking out this window, you're looking directly to the neighbor. The windows all look pretty good throughout the property. They're vinyl and double pane. Okay, stepping into the bathroom, and this is where it gets pretty funky. Look at that tile work. That is marble tile here on the floor. Very distinct patterns you can see have been chosen for the tile work in here. And then you have a skylight here in this bathroom. The skylight looks pretty good. I'm not seeing evidence of leaking around any of the corners. And you do have a bathtub shower upstairs here. Looks like you would need to get a toilet cover. So very interesting shower head, but look at this tile. I mean, that they've got going up to the ceiling. So it's not the cleanest ever. It feels a little bit DIY, and I say that specifically here because, like, as you look at the side of this, you can see the munning, you can see how the edge of this is just not even with the wall, and then all of a sudden it does line up kind of down here a little bit. So same thing with the flooring in here. I mean, just looking at this line here on the floor, you can see the grout is just bigger here. So I definitely think that somebody was kind of learning how to do this grout work. So it's not as clean tile work as you might see, but overall, all the colors actually hide a lot of it. Okay, so turning back into the last bedroom. And so this is actually the master bedroom. And you can see it has a vaulted ceiling and his and hers closets as well in this room. And this room has a door that goes directly into this bathroom that's shared by the hallway. So same his and hers closet sort of setup here where they are divided. And here is a view of the room from the back corner. Okay, let us know what you think.